Plants have a lower bioavailability of nutrients. We can't get the same nutrition from them. Even what's listed on the package or on the USDA food list is not accurate. Our body is not able to absorb all the nutrients, while animal foods do allow us to get more from them. Red meat and things like eggs actually provide the most nutrient-dense, complete nutrition on Earth. Plant sources of omega-3 have very low bioavailability. It's converted to usable DHA at only 0 to 4%. That's terrible. However, you can get fully formed DHA, iodine, and iron from seafood and other animal foods. Protein in beef is almost 3 times as bioavailable than in beans. If you're not eating beef, you'd have to eat 3 times the calories to get the same protein. This is the opposite of what we need in a diabetes and obese world. Yet somehow it's taboo to talk about the benefits of beef. Let's look at sardines. Although liver would be healthier, orders of magnitude more nutrition than so-called healthy plant foods. Through all our cultivation, a lot of fruit is basically just a bunch of sugar. Okay, moving on to new science. We found out a lot more since the days where we thought fat and meat were bad for you. Here's some data showing how we got saturated fat wrong. In the European population, death rate actually goes down with higher saturated fat intake. We also got cholesterol wrong. Limits on cholesterol have been quietly taken off the dietary guidelines. Nobody's heard about that, I'm guessing. No. This is a lot to take in, but every blood marker, including the patient's weight, improved with a low-carb, high-fat, high-animal foods diet. Triglycerides got better, HDL better, glucose, everything. Not what the news outlets are reporting on, not what the public has heard. Then we have people like Dr. Eric Westman, who works with very low-income people in North Carolina and reverses diabetes and obesity with cheap grocery store beef, eggs, and even McDonald's patties. We should be lowering glucose and insulin, not meat, for longevity and health. The real dangerous diet is one of constant glucose and insulin spikes from processed carbs and sugar. So like I said, a lot of science out there, huge amount of studies showing the superior effects of low-carb diets, which most often are high animal foods and definitely high fat. There are now over 100 studies, actually, not what's being reported in the media. One study showed a high-fat diet reversing type 2 diabetes in 60% of patients after 1 year. Amazing miracle study, zero coverage in the media. Very strange, if you ask me. Now, there's some people who are curing a lot of health conditions by only eating meat. These guys are carnivores. They're a little extreme. For example, these two have eaten nothing but steak for 19 years. They're basically aging in reverse. This is how our ancestors ate, so it's not surprising our bodies do very well eating like this. The meat we have today, even conventionally grown in feedlots, is perfectly healthy and nutritious. It's basically the same as we've been always eating. I hate to support conventional feedlots, but I guess that's what I'm here to do in this little talk today.